Hi everybody, and welcome back to Harry's Music Room. It's been a while since I made a video. I've been pretty busy the last couple of weeks or so, sorting through a bunch of albums and CDs that I picked up. And I'm finally done going through all of that, getting everything listed into my Discogs. So everything's there now. I'm pretty much done with that, and we're going to get back to normal. So what I thought is I would do a top 10 desert island R&B and soul list. And I was on Instagram and I saw that 6-inch pianist had posted a picture of Billy Paul, and it got me thinking about my R&B collection. So he kind of inspired me to do this video. So first up, I could have picked any number of records by this artist, but they're all good. Great songwriter, great producer. But I went with this one because it's the one I go to the most. And when I want to hear some Curtis Mayfield, I pull this out. And it's just a fantastic, fantastic record. And I'm going to show you another record that if you're a Curtis Mayfield, this would not be on my Desert Island disc. But if you're a Curtis Mayfield fan, I highly recommend this. This is a tribute to Curtis, a double album, fantastic list of artists and songs, and you can't go wrong with this. I mean, it's truly a great album. If you like Curtis Mayfield, check this out. So after Superfly, again, these are in no particular order. So my next choice would be Al Green, I'm Still in Love with You. I love every song on this album, especially his cover of For the Good Times. There's several albums that I could have chosen, but this is the one I like the most, the one I play the most. And then, if for no other reason than one song, I've got to have this album, and that's for the Shy-Lites, Have You Seen Her? Beautiful song. I love her. It takes me back to a time which made me think of a gal that I used to go out with, and it just, it's one of those songs that hits you and it stays with you forever. So I love the Shy-Lites, but especially the song Have You Seen Her? And then this album probably has the most appropriate title, The Temptations' Masterpiece. It truly is a masterpiece of an album. I would have loved to have taken Psychedelic Shack or Ball of Confusion, because I love those songs a lot. But I can only take one record, so I'm going to go with Masterpiece. And then I spent a year in Italy when I was in the Air Force, in San Vito, down near Brindisi. And whatever music came into the military BX there, you didn't get a lot of choice, and you didn't always get a lot of new stuff. So, like many of the other GIs at the time, I bought a nice stereo system. Seems like we all did when we were overseas. So this album came into the BX, and I bought it, and I fell in love with it. Just the Heat Is On, Fight the Power, Parts 1 and 2, such a good album, such a good record. Really recorded well. This is a great sounding version of this album, pressed on red vinyl. Highly recommended. Just fantastic record. And then this is the artist that inspired me to do this video, and that's Billy Paul. And this is my favorite Billy Paul album, War of the Gods. Side 1 is good, but side 2 is fantastic. Thanks for Saving My Life, I Was Married. Just a fantastic record. And I like a lot of Billy Paul stuff, but this is the one I go to. It took me a long time to find a really clean copy of that at a reasonable price. And then next up, a lot of people would say, well, this is more pop, and it is, but it's also R&B. And when I want to hear some Michael Jackson, I go with Off the Wall. Thriller's a great album, but it kind of got overplayed for me. This is one I still go back to and I still enjoy listening to all the time. And of course, I've got to have some Stevie Wonder. So I'm going to go with the Greatest Hits compilation, double album with quality and quantity. I'm getting a lot of great music on this album. You're getting Superstition, Living for the City. You Haven't Seen Nothing. It's just Superwoman. That's probably my favorite Stevie Wonder song is Superwoman. So many good songs on here. And then I am a big fan of Donna Summer. Ever since I heard Love to Love You Baby when it first came out, fell in love with it. And again, that's one of the ones I discovered while I was in Italy. And it's funny how music will take you back to right to a certain place in a certain time. And that's what I love about music. But this has a double album. It has, again, quality and quantity. All the songs you'd want to hear by her. And probably one of my favorites is her version of MacArthur Park. So there we have some Donna Summer, Gone Far Too Soon. And then my last, and this would be my number one pick, and I would actually pick this for any Desert Island disc list, and that's going to be Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the Way of the World, the soundtrack to a movie that most of you probably have not seen, but it's worth checking out if you can find it. Harvey Keitel plays a manager of a band that's in the studio cutting a record, and it's a B movie, but the music that came out of that film is just fantastic. This is one of the greatest R&B soul records you're ever going to listen to. And this is a great pressing on Impex. So that's my Desert Island disc R&B and soul. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would appreciate it. And until next time, ciao.